Today, I'll walk you through some essential beginner tips for building your first app in Softr, the no-code platform that lets you create powerful web applications connected to tools like Airtable and Google Sheets, without writing a single line of code. Softr has become one of the most popular no-code builders for a reason. It's genuinely accessible to beginners, and with a few smart habits from the start, you'll save yourself a lot of frustration and build something you're actually proud of. If you find this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a tutorial. And let's get into it. The very first thing you should do when you log in is simply explore the Softr dashboard before you build anything at all. Spend 5 or 10 minutes clicking through the interface. Find where your applications live, where your databases are stored, and where you access workflows, forms, and integrations. This might feel like you're delaying the real work, but it's actually the opposite. When you understand the layout of a tool, you work faster and with far less confusion. Think of it like learning the floor plan of a kitchen before you start cooking. Everything becomes more intuitive once you know where things are kept. When you're ready to create your first application, resist the temptation to build everything at once. Start with a simple structure, maybe just 2 or 3 pages, and add sections gradually as your project develops. One of the most common beginner mistakes in no-code tools is overbuilding early. You add a dozen pages before you figured out your core flow, and suddenly managing it all becomes overwhelming. A lean foundation also makes troubleshooting much easier because when something breaks, you're dealing with a small, understandable system rather than a tangled web of blocks and pages you barely remember adding. Here's one of the biggest time savers Softr offers: pre-built blocks. Instead of constructing every section of your app from the ground up, Softr gives you a library of ready-made components. Feature sections, testimonial blocks, image galleries, FAQ sections, contact forms, and much more. When you're adding a new section to a page, always browse the block library before reaching for a blank canvas. These blocks are professionally designed, responsive, and typically need only a few edits to match your content and branding. Using them isn't cutting corners, it's working smart, and it can genuinely cut your build time in half. One of the most important technical steps you can take early on is connecting your data source before you start adding dynamic content. Softr integrates with Airtable, Google Sheets, and several other platforms. And if you wait until deep into the build to set up that connection, you'll often find yourself needing to go back and reconfigure blocks you've already placed. Set up the integration at the very beginning, link your spreadsheet or database, map your fields, and confirm the data is flowing correctly. Then build your dynamic sections on top of that solid foundation. Starting data first prevents a lot of rework. As you're building, make it a habit to preview your application frequently, not just at the end. Softr's preview mode shows you how your app will look and behave for a real user, and catching a layout issue or a broken link early is far less painful than discovering it after you've published. A heading that wraps awkwardly on mobile, a form that doesn't submit correctly, an image that stretches out of proportion. These are things you'll spot immediately in preview but might completely miss while you're deep in the editor view. Make previewing a regular rhythm, not an afterthought. Navigation is another area where beginners tend to overcomplicate things. Keep your menu clean and straightforward. Use clear, descriptive page names and only include the pages that genuinely serve your users. Every unnecessary menu item adds friction and dilutes the focus of your application. Ask yourself, for each page, whether a first-time visitor actually needs it, and if the answer is no, leave it out or tuck it somewhere secondary. Simple navigation isn't lazy design. It's a sign of a builder who genuinely understands their audience. As your application grows, pay close attention to visual consistency. Use the same color palette, the same font pairings, and consistent spacing throughout every page. Softr makes this manageable through its global style settings, so take a few minutes early on to define your brand colors and typography, rather than adjusting each block individually. A consistent design doesn't just look more professional, it builds trust with your users, because it signals that someone put genuine care into the experience. Cohesion is one of the things that separates a polished app from one that feels rushed. Finally, give yourself permission to experiment, but protect your work while you do it. Before you make any significant structural change like rearranging your navigation, swapping out a major block type, or overhauling your layout, duplicate your application first. Softr makes this incredibly easy, and it means you always have a working backup to return to if an experiment doesn't go the way you planned. This single habit will save you enormous stress. The best way to learn a tool like Softr is by trying things, breaking things, and figuring out why. And a duplicate gives you the safety net to do exactly that without any real risk. So there you have it, a solid foundation of beginner best practices for building with Softr. You've explored the dashboard, started simple, leaned on pre-built blocks, connected your data early, previewed your work often, kept navigation clean, maintained visual consistency, and learned to experiment safely with duplicates in hand. Together, these habits will make every project you build faster, cleaner, and more professional. Save this video and come back to it whenever you kick off a new project as a quick refresher. If you have questions or there's a specific Softr feature you'd like me to cover in depth, drop it in the comments. I read every one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.